Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Friday, November 27th, 2015. Guess who is at it again? I'll give you a hint. It's got to do with a pair of brothers, and not Mario and Luigi. And now World of Tanks actually has its own trading card game. Weird, right? Find out about all this and more on today's news cartridge. Today's top story took a long trip to get where it is today, just to fall flat on its face yet again. I am, of course, speaking of Batman Arkham Knight. Earlier this week, Warner Bros. Released a patch that improved performance for me personally, but just because it works for me, then everything's fine, right? Yeah, no. While one of the improvements in the patch was better VRAM management, it seems that the game is still having problems running on systems with 2GB of RAM on their GPU. Minimum specs for Batman call for a 2GB GPU, the recommended calling for a 3GB card. Digital Foundry did some testing with an R9 380, a 4GB GDDR5 card, and was still having issues running consistently at 30 FPS, even when paired with a high-end CPU. I know RAM is more than, or GPUs are more than just RAM, but still. Where are we at with this game? It released on June 23rd, was then taken down from Steam on June 24th, put back up 4 months later. All the while, DLC was regularly releasing on the console version, and PC Season Pass holders got shafted. The interim patch was released in September, which seemed to be promising, but then re-released on October 28th, and it appeared that all improvements had been taken back, albeit it wasn't as bad as the initial launch. WB then declared that multi-GPU support would never be a feature of the game, and that brings us to earlier this week when an update came out that improved VRAM management, but it would seem that the minimum requirements need to be raised. What a legacy. What a legacy. I am sure that I, as well as others, will no longer be referring to Assassin's Creed Unity when talking about flubs. Congrats. I didn't think Unity could be topped by the king, the knight. The PSP was released in Japan back in 2004. It has sold more than 80 million units worldwide, 17 million of those in the US alone, and was Sony's first real attempt at a portable system. Unfortunately, the PSP's time has come to an end. Sony will be discontinuing PSP software sales as of March 31st, 2016 in Japan. You'll still be able to buy games for your PSP, just not through the device itself. You'll have to use your PC, PlayStation 3, 4, or Vita in order to do so. While this is sad, the device has just gotten old and it was only a matter of time. So thank you, little PSP, for all the joy that you have provided to owners around the world. The quick spot today is for Rainbow Six Siege. The beta is back up and in full swing. After some initial problems with the queue times and disconnections, Ubisoft has said that this is a positive, as this is the exact reason a beta exists: to find problems and troubleshoot them to ensure the most stable launch possible. And I could not agree more. They also state that upon launch, they are confident the game will work as intended. They are really cutting it close, though. We shall see as Rainbow Six Siege officially launches on Tuesday, December 1st, but if you want into the beta right now, see the description down below. Finally, earlier in the week I did a story about PS4 to PC streaming coming soon via a modder named Twisted, who used a version of Remote Play in order to accomplish this task. Well, now Sony has announced that they plan on bringing official support with their very own tool to stream from your PS4 to PC. As Remote Play is currently free, the ability to stream from device to device is also likely to be free as well, which is not good news for Twisted. Sorry, but Sony has more people and more resources, and more importantly, developed the thing that they're writing software for. I'll assume that they know the hardware and operating system better than Twisted and his team of people, if he has one. Note that this is nothing against Twisted or his product. I'm sure it's fine. There's even a link to it in the description down below if you want to check it out for yourself. But please note, I don't know anything about this software. I can't say I recommend it because I've never used it. But again, I have nothing against it. His best hope is to not only sell as many as he can before Sony offers theirs, but possibly incorporate features that Sony isn't going to offer. This is way easier said than done, though. I am totally aware it's asking a lot of him. There is no launch date for this yet, but as more information becomes available, I will have it for you here. And now we're at Monday's game releases because we're off for the next 2 days. For PC, FIM Speedway Grand Prix 15. For PlayStation 4, Dari Burst Chronicles Saviors. And for PlayStation Vita, Dari Burst Chronicles Saviors. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you on Monday. And what do you get when you cross a computer with an elephant? A 1,000-pound know-it-all.